Hey guys, you're highly welcome. So in this video I'll be making this cowl neck front twist or crisscross front twist. So if you want to know how to make the style, keep watching. This is the fabric I am using for this style. I have used it as a scarf before now. I think it's a chiffon fabric and it's 2 yards. You can use more than this 2 yards depending on the length you're going for. And for the fabric used for the top I am replicating, I think it's either a stretchy crepe material or lycra. Just show those people selling materials at the market the picture of the top and they'll tell you the material used for it. So I'll be drafting the back pattern first because that's what I need as the foundation for the front as well. So I intended to draft directly on my fabric because you don't need a pattern paper for this. But it occurred to me that my markings were not showing on the camera, so I had to look for pattern papers to put together to draft this out so the markings will be obvious so you can see it. So we'll go directly into drafting, and the first thing you would want to do in drafting is to mark out the length you want for the blouse for this style or design. So for me, my length is 24 inches and I added 1 inch for aiming allowance, so making it 25 inches that I am marking out right now. I'll go ahead and use my rule to roll a straight line like so. Next, I'll need to impute the shoulder measurement. So my shoulder measurement is 14. I'll divide it by 2, which gives me 7 inches, and that I have marked out. I want my sleeve to be 12 inches long, and I will mark this 12 inches from the shoulder measurement that I just marked out, like so. And I'll come down here by 1 inch because I want my sleeve to be relaxed. This is optional. For the neck width, I'll be using 2.5 inches, so I'll mark out the 2.5 inches. And for the neck depth, I'll mark out 1.5 inches. So remember that this is the back pattern we are drafting. So this neckline is the neckline for the back pattern. I'll go ahead and connect this 1 inch I came down with on my sleeve length to the neck width, like this. For the sleeve wideness, I'll be making use of 10 inches so that around the armhole will be free and not high since the top is cut together with the sleeve. So I'll go ahead and mark 10 inches like so. Then I'll just roll a straight line like this. At this point, I'll mark my basic measurements here on this area, around this area. And I'm going to make use of my bust measurement. So my bust measurement is 39 inches. And I'm going to divide that by 4. So 39 divided by 4 is going to give me 9.75. Which I'll go ahead and, mark that out around this area, on this area precisely. So I'll mark that out. Then for the allowance, I'll be making use of 2.5 inches. So you can decide to use 3 inches or 4 inches. It's a free top. You can use 4 inches allowance. It's a free top, so you're free to do that. So I'll go ahead and connect like so. Then I'll just draw this down straight. There's no need of taking your waist measurement or your under bust measurement because this is a free top, so you really do not need it. All you need is just your bust measurement for your bust, your shoulder, your armhole, and all of that. So I'll go ahead and cut this out like this. So with this, I have gotten my back pattern. Then I'll go ahead and fold my fabric into 2 and place my back pattern. You can use your office pin to pin it down, and then you cut. So first of all, cut out the back pattern on the fabric. Make sure it is folded into 2, just the way you've seen me doing it right now. So you go ahead and cut the way I am cutting it, like this. So don't mind the way I'm, being fast about it. I don't want this video to be so long. I want to try as much as possible to shorten it while giving out all the explanation this video requires. So I'll open this up and you can see we have our back pattern ready. For the front pattern, you go ahead and fold your fabric into two, and for this, all sides will be open. That is, the four sides of the pattern will be open because we do not need a closed side for this. If there's any closed side, go ahead and use your scissors to open it. You go ahead and place the back pattern like this on the fabric you'll be using for the front pattern. Make sure you leave a lot of space at the center front, which will be used to achieve the front twist. For me, the space I left at the center front of my front fabric is 24 inches wide. So the logic behind this is the measurement used for the length of the top should also be used for the wideness at the space on the center front. In other words, if your top length is 35 inches, the space at this center front should also be 35 inches wide. If you want the top to be 39 inches long, the space wideness should also be 39. I hope you grab. You can decide to even add more inches or increase the inches of the space, because I think the more the space at the front, at the center front, the more the draping of the front twist or cowl neck. Yes, your top can be this long or this long or this long. You can see that any length for this crisscross front twist is beautiful. Now we are going to mark out the front neckline. So I will go down here by 6.5 inches. And since the front neckline is a V neck, I will fold in the back, neckline from this 6.5 inches to meet the neck width of the back, because I'm using the same 2.5 inches for the neck width of the front. So you can see I'm trying to create a slant, a V neckline for the front, as you can see. So I'm just going to try and use my chalk to outline this out. Now that I have marked out the V neck for the front neckline, I'll go ahead and measure out the length I have for this space at the front. So mine is 25 inches. I'll divide it by 2. So if your length is 30 inches, you divide the 30 by 2. If it is 40 inches, you divide it by 2. If it's 39, you divide it by 2. If it's 35, you divide it into 2. Hope you grab. Yes, that's just the concept. So I divided the 25 inches I got for this length on this space. I divided by 2 and I have 12.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark out the 12.5 inches. I'll go ahead and mark it out. So I'm just going to try as much as possible to make sure both fabrics are equal. So I'll go ahead and mark the 12.5 inches like so. So I'll just mark the 12.5 inches like this. Then I'm going to connect this neckline to this 12.5 inches that I've marked out. So you connect like this. It's just like the way you connect your neckline for if you want to cut out a wrap top. Just that this has the small twist to it. So I'll connect it like so. So I'll just use my scissors to cut this out so that you understand better, because I know you can't see this chalk that I outlined it with. So this is just what I have been trying to explain. So you just go ahead and cut like this. So I'm just going to remove this pattern paper so that you see the picture of everything. So this is the front pattern. Yeah, this is the front pattern. So you can see the space, you can see everything. You can see the v-neck and the way it's connected to the 12.5 inches that I marked out. Now we're going to go straight into sewing. You go ahead and place your back pattern like this, and then you place your front pattern on top of it. Make sure that the right side of your front pattern is facing the right side of your back pattern like this. Now we'll go ahead and close up the shoulders. Close up the shoulders and also aim round the sleeve. You aim it round. After closing up the shoulders, you aim it, you sew on it like this. That's it, round. So you close up the shoulder, aim, and then you close up the sides as well. And then you also aim the down. You aim the down as well. You aim the bottom of the top. And these are the first step we need to do. You have to close up the shoulder, close up the side seam, and aim around the sleeve, and also aim around this bottom of the top from this point round like that. I have done that. I have closed up the sides, closed up the shoulders, and aim around the sleeve like this, as you can see. Same thing here, and also aim round this bottom of the top, the down of the top. I have aimed it round as well. Now next is we're going to achieve the front twist or crisscross at the front. For this, all you have to do, it's a very simple step, is to take this leftover space of fabric from the right side to the left side, and also this other one from the left side to the right side, vice versa. You grab, that's just it. So let's go again. Take this leftover space of fabric from the right side to the left side, and from the left side to the right side. You can see that there is a crisscross at the center, so you can do it either way, from the left side to the right, from the right to the left, right left, left right, anyone. So next you're going to take the edges and you're going to close them up like this. I hope you understand. If you do not understand, just drop a comment on the comment section and I'll get to explain. So after crisscrossing like this, you take the edges and you place them together. You go ahead and you place them together and you're going to close them up. So make sure you crisscross before closing up the edges. So you go ahead and sew on them. So once I have done that, I'll come and show you guys. So guys, I have closed up the edges. As you can see, I have closed it up. I have sewn on it. And you can see I did my sewing on the wrong side of the fabric. Next, you find the center of your back neckline and you use your scissors to create a notch. That's a very small cutting, just to indicate that this is the center for your neckline. Then you go ahead and take these edges that you have sewn together and you go ahead and fold it into two like this. Make sure that both sewing are line on each other. Now we're going to attach this to the neckline. There are two ways you can actually attach this to the neckline. You can just go like this, place it like this on the neckline and sew. I hope you can see this, and sew down like this. You sew round like this, and then you get to weave the edges. You weave the part that is showing, you weave it. Or you can, I'll drop a link to the other method you can also use to make sure that you sew this to the neckline neatly. I also use this second method to also attach my waistband to my trousers or skirt, and I explained this method so well in the link that I will drop on the description box. So just go ahead and sew this to your neckline. Just go ahead and sew it to your neckline. Sew it to your neckline. And make sure you sew it neatly so it comes out neat. So if you're already good with sewing, this should not be an issue for you. You understand what I'm trying to talk about here. And if you still do not understand, just go ahead and click on the link on the description box to understand way better what I am trying to say. So you can go ahead and use your pin to pin it down, because the edges that you sew together should, be on that place that you notch the center of your neckline. Should lie on it. You understand? So you use your office pin to pin it together so you don't confuse when you're sewing it or while sewing it. So it's easier for you to sew. And also, your sewing should stop like 10 inches or 11 inches from your neckline. Don't go too deep, and then you get to weave the rest parts that were not sewn in. I hope you understand. So that's just it, guys. So just pin so it will be easier for you to attach this to your neckline. I'll get to show you guys once I am done, attaching this to the neckline. Guys, this is it. Now, this is what I am talking about. You can see how I attached this to the neckline. If you enjoyed this video and if this video was helpful to you, do well to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to weave or aim the rest parts that you're not sewn in. Don't just leave it like that. If not, it's going to look so rough and you do not want that. This is it, guys. This is your cowl neck front twist, or your crisscross front twist. This is it, and you can see how beautiful it is. So whichever length you want, go for it. Same method, different lengths, it's gonna come out beautiful. So see you in my next video. Love ya. Mwah.